I'm here with Greg Kenning, the director of the Buckeye Buoy Tour. Greg, talk to us about what the Buckeye Buoy Tour is.
Well, it's basically just a concept to bring really more fun and competition back into local tournaments. The whole idea behind it is to have, obviously, somewhat of a tour. We've got 5 stops across the state, so they're all interlinked, and we crown a tour champion. But that's really not the coolest part. The coolest part is that each of the tour stops are all handicapped and kind of fun formatted tournaments where literally anybody of any ability, whether you're just running 1 buoy or running 100 buoys, anybody can win. And you know, you got to compete against like skiers, and eventually you get to the finals, and skiers from all different ability levels are going head to head against each other. So you know, it's just a way to bring a lot of fun and competition, which was tough to get. You know, when you got so many different age divisions, it was tough to get a local tournament.
And each stop is a different fun format.
Yeah.
And talk just briefly about the different formats that we have.
Well, today we're starting off with the Bobason Survivor. The Survivor format is, you can see we've got our skiers seated from, you know, 1 buoy at 15-mile-an-hour average all the way up to 2.5 at 39 off, and the skiers are seated in order. And then we grouped them into four skiers per group. So each group is skiers of, you know, somewhat of a similar ability level. And what happens is these 4 will ski against each other in the first round. The person with the lowest score against their average gets kicked out of the group, and the top 3 advance.
Thanks for pointing to my group.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you see Anthony Warren here moved down to the consolation group we're into.
Right.
But anyway, so then the top 3 move on. This group, they'll ski against each other again. The top 2 will move on. And then the one top skier that's left after round 3 will move into the finals against everybody. So each group has somebody who's going to make the finals, and they're all going to compete the last 10 against each other to be crowned the Bobason Survivor.
And the scoring is based on a percentage of their average.
Yep. So let's look here. Assume Jason Anderson here had an average of 4 at 28 off. If he runs 4 at 28 off, he just scored 100%.
Okay.
If he ran 3 at 28 off, he would have scored like 98% or whatever that you know is. If he went over it, he would have scored 102%.
Right.
So whoever has the highest percentage in the end would ultimately be the winner. And if you increase, if you go over your average, that becomes your new average for the rest of the tournament.
Okay.
So the reason for that is you've got usually kids down at the bottom that can really increase, you know, go way beyond their average tournament after tournament because they improve so much week after week or year after year.
Which is exactly why I got knocked out of my bracket, because of Justin 80.
Yep.
It's not my fault. It was
Could be
Justin Bieber.
Although granted, so anyway, then by the time you get to the finals, where you've got a 39.5 off skier who's really probably not going to increase his average at all, unless he just has the tournament of his life. By the time you get to the finals, he's still at that same average, and these people down here have increased their average to their ability level for that given day. So that's how you can keep a pretty even competition across the whole board once you get to the finals.